Yeah, that's my favorite kind of jump. Rare footage of someone blocking EX overhead. Orochi. I think I actually know every single Makoto attack. Hayate, Karakusa, Fukiage, Orochi. What else is there? Is there another one? The axe kick. What's the axe kick called? Tsurugi, I think. When did I learn all those names? Ooh, he made that read. He actually read the wake up headbutt, but the Fukiage didn't work. Fukiage is kind of a shit move, to be honest. I'm surprised it works as much as it even does. EX mirror. Smart. The whole thing was safe. Oro can dash under EX mirrors. Don't know about Makoto. Oro doesn't even have to be particularly precise. Ugh, that failed super. That was really bad. He could die right now. The Makoto setup. I think that works if Makoto quick stands or not. Here it comes. Nice block. He should have gone for 2 overheads, maybe. Scary. Dead. That was very low risk for the Urian. Empty jump. Looking for parries. If you jump out of a Fukiage, Makoto can... I mean, if you jump out of a Karakusa, Makoto can potentially mess you up. But if you're jumping and you don't even come down with an attack, she can't parry anything. And if you're parrying yourself, she can't even, like... You know, it's a mix-up for her to hurt you at all. That was very timid, but also very safe of the Urian. Mirror? Yeah, he didn't get shit off of that. He didn't even pursue the low overhead mix-up, or he did a really bad job at least. He was trying to keep himself safe with the initial jab, but then he didn't really get in there in time. Reversal headbutt, got hit by the stand strong. Reversal headbutt super good in this matchup because it cannot get thrown. It's throwing me in from the first frame onwards. That can link, I think. I think he can link out of that. Nice jump, Makoto. Nice, powerful jump. So as of this recording, it's currently 2 a.m., November 1st. Halloween just ended. I'm probably not going to be here that long. An hour is the most I can possibly swing. That was cool. That was good storage. Or was that storage? I actually missed it. Hold on, I gotta see it again. Nah, he didn't store shit. It looked like he might have partitioned on accident. I don't know if it was on purpose or on accident. It looked like he wanted the headbutt there. He did break the charge for a bit. It's actually really nice when you get a connect like that, but you've still got the juggle limit to consider. Mirrors add 1 per hit. They do not reset the juggle state. Oh, he was intending to hit Yuri or Hugo on the ground, or midair. He was intending Hugo to bounce off the mirror, and Hugo did not. So that kind of fucked Urian's setup a bit. That didn't kill. Oh, what a worst way to lose. That didn't kill either! Ooh, this could still go either way. Okay. That was really bad that he wasn't there in time. I know he didn't want to spend the EX, but that was horrible. I feel like he could have just come down with a jump roundhouse. I'm pretty sure if you're point blank and you like jump away and Hugo supers, your jump roundhouse will still hit him, like from a jump away. I don't know that. I'm sure he could have done something once he got down though. I don't know what Urian would have done. Just inferior, so I don't know if that would have been in range. Nice. You don't see the setups for the for the taunt very often. I usually just list neutral throw and shoot down backbreaker as his 2 taunt setups, but there's a couple other ones. They're really random though. That was anti-air clap. Well, anti-air EX clap. That's actually a pretty workable juggle state, I believe. I think you can combo a in the corner you can combo shoot down backbreaker, but I don't think you can do that mid-screen. I think you can combo an EX lariat, but spending 2 EX meters is kind of annoying for Hugo, especially SA1 Hugo. You don't usually want to do that. So Urian cannot crouch the high fireballs. See how he just crouch blocked it there? He can't go under them unless he does a crouching kick. And I think low short, low forward, and low roundhouse all actually give him like a regular crouching her blocks. So he can't low block like those things normally. Or he can't like, you know, duck under them normally. But if he does crouch medium kick, he'll duck under them. It's kind of weird. Or like crouch heavy kick also works, but it's more committal. I think crouch light kick also works, but it's either really precise or there's something annoying about it. Maybe it doesn't give you enough duration. So you usually see crouch medium kick. Kind of a neat little quirk of the matchup though. Every character can universal overhead over the low ones. Universal overhead has pretty much the same mechanics for everyone. Approximately. That might trade. Yeah, very nice. That's not invincible. Super 2 is invincible though. I believe EX Flash Kick is invincible until after it hits, I think. And regular Flash Kick is unthrowable and also has a little bit of invincibility, but not until it hits. I want to say that's all true. Don't quote me. Go look on End Summoner. Headbutts are really weird in this game because they're safe on block and they're like airborne first frame and also unthrowable first frame. So they're pretty good attacks. Having to charge is a pain in the ass though. I can't believe Yuri didn't parry that. So when you hit a mirror, you're put into hit stun. Or hit stop rather. A character like freezes whenever they hit something, which is normally the opponent, but also like a projectile. And a mirror is a projectile that all hitboxes can interact with. I didn't know that. Neither of Emmy's fireballs hit a Kikoken. That's funny as fuck. So one of them goes over it and the other one goes under it. There's no interaction. It's not like Kikoken is a relevant projectile or anything. Anyway, if you hit Urian's mirror, you're like frozen. You have a longer whiff time than you would normally have. Shiori, Kachi, Tori. I don't know what the fuck that means. Sounds like a saying. Nope, didn't know that one. Well, that's a nice shoot-down backbreaker. You have quite a lot of distance on that. It's definitely not too hard to whiff punish. What was yesterday's phrase? I want to know. I don't know so many basic-ass phrases in Japanese. Ooh, that was cool. That was a low charge into a standing move, into a flash kick cancel. Those are pretty easy in this game, to be honest. That's too early, I think. Yeah, he shouldn't have jumped. Jumping was a mistake. He had to punish on the ground. He could have just walked in and crouched first. He was just afraid. But either was going to get his landing frames or not. There was no way he could hold up to get out of it. Charging the fireball for Urian does absolutely nothing in this game. It just delays it. You cannot build up to a 2-hit fireball. Oh, that was nice. That's harder to time than you would think. Clap has the god hitbox. I just want to know what yesterday's phrase was. Konto Asan ga Konto. No, I don't know that one. I don't know Konto. Oh. That's fairly simple. Ko or kon is often used for like here or close. I haven't even started the Yang video. It's just next on the list. I'm probably going to do it after another Omega character, which will probably be in the coming week. I've been slowed down a little bit because I listed 50 items on eBay. Because I've been nagged to get rid of all my old games. and it's been something I've been meaning to do for literally like 10 years now. I've decided I don't give a fuck if I'm emulating, and I've never given a fuck if I'm emulating. I don't get anything out of playing original hardware. And I have a pretty impressive list of video games, to be honest. He did stand short there trying to get parried. You see he did stand short, canceled to 360. He was looking for a stand short to get parried, and he was probably trying to buffer into a 720 if he got the parry. Spooky. I'm going to do a couple spooky games tomorrow. I don't want to spoil the fun, but it's probably going to be Rondo of Blood, then Symphony of the Night. Oops, I spoiled it. Marathon of Castlevania. I haven't played Symphony of the Night in fucking ages. Last time I beat it was high school. So it's going to be like nostalgic, but also I'm probably going to be like a little messy at it. But if memory serves, it's a pretty easy game. I'll try for all relics or something. All items in Symphony of the Night is pretty much impossible. There's a lot of items that have like a fucking 1 in 10,000 drop rate and shit like that. There are items that were discovered recently. Or not discovered, because like people have just hacked every item into the game. But like some items have like a only drop from one enemy, have a ridiculously low drop rate. Oh yeah. I remember someone asking about what Hugo did to punish that super. And I made that video. That was the 1-bar punish. Hard clap into medium clap into EX Lariat. You can use light clap if you want it to be a lot easier, because hard clap into medium clap is like a 1 or 2 frame link. But hard clap into light clap is pretty easy. I'm probably going to be playing the PSP version of Rondo. I've only beaten that once, but it's fucking, you know. I remember it being really good. I like the very deep down fierce. If you do that deep enough, they won't have a punish on you, even if they parry you. If you do like your air attack as late as humanly possible, you'll land before their reversal normal will hit you. Or before it'll be a punish. Because it takes 1 frame, it takes 2, it only, if your next frame after getting parried, it's like you landing, you've only got 2 frames to block there. And if they parry a heavy normal, it's like they only have 4 frames or whatever. I don't know. Oh, nice jump. He might not have had a punish. This is still looking pretty okay for Chun-Li, to be honest. Now it's looking kind of scary. Now it's looking really bad. Yeah. I was expecting him to push a car throw or something, or like an air throw. I didn't think a low forward would hit at that late in the game. No respect. Hugo's movement is probably one of the worst in the game. At least Q has worse movement, but at least he's got full screen presence. Hugo has a fucking shitty ass running lariat, and that's it. You can see it's pretty hard if you're, especially if you've got some kind of prior commitment. It's pretty hard to lariat a fucking taunt. It'll be easier round 2 and round 3 where he's got some meter, because then you can EX lariat. Oh, there's all 3 taunts. This Q has like double the HP of the Hugo. Now like quintuple. He went for the red. That's only like -4 if you do the light one, which that one was. Or -5 or something like that. The light, you can tell which version of the slaps it is. Look how little damage this will do. I don't even think that was worth it. You can tell which version of the slaps it is because, or based on his angle. Wow, if he blocked that, Hugo actually might have been able to kill with the punish. It would have taken more than that. I don't think even with like a fat clap combo. All he had was 2 claps into low forward. That would not have killed Q there. That's towards Fierce as a punish. That's a pretty nice normal. A lot of stun, a lot of damage. I think overall Q was okay for those 2 taunts though. Stunning Q is kind of hard. He's got the long dizzy bar. Didn't work! Or stuns Q like nothing. But other characters have to work. That's 3 taunts. This is now fucking hard. Still winnable. Imagine getting a parry and then just getting stand jab. That's what Hugo is sometimes. If you get a long range parry, you got nothing. He had the EX lariat there, I guess. EX Lariat's pretty scary because it won't always punish everything. Oh, this is a badass matchup. This is like a 3 point. This is like a 3-7. Maybe a 2.5. Fucking 7.5. That could have been a lot worse for Q. One combo and Aura will get within one touch of super. And one super combo will fuck you up pretty badly. I wouldn't even burn it here, yeah. That was too obvious. That's nice. Aura can actually kill Q with one touch here, even with the 3 taunts. Ooh. Not even fucking around. Well, maybe not kill, but like a lot. What for the red? He got hit crouching, so he fucked it up by not. His neutral was fucked up. He did it too late. I don't know what his mistake was. It was weird. You shouldn't be crouching for any of that. These taunts are a bit daring. Oro has good full screen presence with his dash. That was Wake Up Sweep. He's playing this pretty well. Maybe Oro's playing it kind of poorly. I think that was a fuck up. I think he wanted the double dash punch. You got to be kind of precise there. He's way too far from the corner to get anything meaningful. This is still okay. He can get another super this round, to be honest. That's not even like a weird thing. That only works on Q. You can get a bunch of stomps actually. I don't think it only works on Q, but it's max damage only for Q. This could still go either way very easily. I think he had 3 taunts, didn't he? That was a weird one. That was such a bad double jump, but it still worked. Oof. Well played. That is a bit scary at endgame. When you need to parry the straight one, or the fucking overhead one, or the low one, you don't know which one's coming. The overhead and the low one are... The overhead one you can parry on reaction if it's not the straight one, and most people don't touch the low one at all. And the low one's unsafe. Plus Aura can just crouch the neutral one, so... And Takahashi's a good Q. Oh, nice punish. He's at 3 taunts though, right? I think. Yeah, he's got the control. He's got total control of the corner right now. Ryu. Oh, that was the low one. Usually only see that on accident. Maybe that was 2 taunts. He was taking damage like crazy. Oh, he moved forward then backward with that back strong. Back strong is a big step forward. It's Q's car throw button. And Q has one of the fastest car throws in the game. Because that back strong moves really far forward. I like the use of stand strong in this matchup. Q can't duck that normal. It looks like it controls space pretty well. It does cancel, but it usually has nothing you can cancel into. Like, oftentimes, stand strong, like every single cancel will fail to connect. Like, Super 2 will be far away, EX Fireball will be blockable because it doesn't hit in time. Ooh, nice. This won't even kill, though. Not even with the follow-up hit, I think. Oh, never mind, it's gonna kill. It's pretty close, though. That's a very powerful super. Raw does like 40%. And then with the combo into it and out of it, it's more like 45%, 50%. Depends on your opponent. But the combo into and out of it, you can do anywhere from like 50 to 70, depending on your opponent. Technically speaking, Ryu actually has a touch of Dizzy on Remy and Akuma with that super. Crouching Remy and crouching Akuma. And it's off of a jump in too. Look, the chat's cut off a little bit. I didn't even notice that. Why did no one say anything? Oh, he could have... Elena was punishable. Block any one hit, then mash super. That is an interesting play. He was probably anticipating that mix-up between Link's Tail and Mount Smash. I don't think he reacted to the Link's Tail or anything. Elena has a lot of special moves that are generally bad. That's why a lot of Elenas just play the normals game with Rose. Oh, you can just parry that on reaction. Elena's attacks do a lot of Dizzy. Look at Ryu's Dizzy bar. Oh, background house was a good play there. Ryu wasn't having it though. This could still go either way. She's literally like a super from dying. Mm. I've said this before, the problem with Elena is, although her mix-up is pretty solid, nothing does any damage. Low short DP. Oh, we got it? Elena's short, so that link is a little easier on her than other characters. If you get background house, it's good. It's got a good mix-up with throw, but it doesn't do very much damage at all. If you get an overhead versus a low, neither of them is very strong. She only gets a combo out of, I think, heavy mallet smash on crouching opponents only, and it's like a tight link. And meaty universal overhead, or like well-spaced universal overhead, and that's like it. She doesn't get a combo out of any other overhead. In fact, fucking towards medium kick, I recently found out is -3 on hit. Her car throw is pretty good. You don't get punished if that fucks up. The opponent can't parry it or anything. But like, if the opponent just picks a direction and goes for the parry and just prays, then they get like, you know, anywhere from 30 to 50%. And if Elena's right and she opens you up with her fucking low or her overhead, she gets like 5 to 10%. So it's just a losing battle. It's made a lot better by like throwing occasionally, throwing a lot really. But the fact remains that Elena loses to probability. There's also the minor issue that none of her supers really have a setup. She can confirm off of raw low strong, but low strong is not very... There's no mix up to that. Like, yeah, you can land it after a parry and then just cancel that into a super, and that's your main way of landing super. Just parrying. And you can always run healing if you want. But most characters have like some way to combo their super or confirm it. Not so much Elena. It doesn't help that none of her supers are that good in juggles. Super 2 loses almost all of its hits in juggles, and Super 1 is just not very strong in general. It does get most of its hits in juggles. It only loses like a couple. Her juggles into it aren't good though. Oh. Curious. Again, Elena has a couple of EX routes that do as much damage as her supers do as well. Nice. It actually is. I don't know if you're even joking. But Elena can juggle into a DP and then cancel the DP to healing and then cancel healing and then juggle another DP, for example. And she's got a couple touch of dizzies in the corner using that, although none of them are very much practical. And most of them only work on Q. But you can use healing to get double DPs. And you still get a decent heal even with the instant cancel in this game. Same as Street Fighter 4. Nice. Tominaga's cheap. Let's watch that round again because it was so short. I just want to see it again. It was just such a nice round. Okay. One low parry, and he's got full meters, and he's on his side of the screen. So he just wins. Combo is executed perfectly. Taunt to build damage for the second combo. Rafuki Jäger starter. Axe kick. Dash punch. EX chop. The interesting thing about that combo, that whole combo, used 2 supers plus an EX move. He just builds the meter for the EX move. And he'll always build exactly enough meter to use it. That touch of death works on like 2/3 of the cast. Fujiwara. This is like one of the best Dudleys. Q is a very wide boy in juggles. I think Dudley cannot be juggled, or he cannot be dizzied in one connect. Every time I ever see Makoto versus Dudley, that was the TC. I saw that. It was low short stand forward. It's like the weirdest TC Dudley has. It's a 2-hit TC. I think it's just so he has a low only parry that he can chain into a high only parry. I think that's the only purpose of that TC. Some of Dudley's chains are so weird. It's like, what the hell did they intend with this attack? To Splinter Cell? I don't get the reference. Oh, that's a cool little juggle. He has ducking up air after that if he gets the crutch roundhouse. That only works mid-screen on a few characters. Can't kill here. In a terrible screen position for Makoto's follow-ups. Oh, this can kill, I think. Can he? No, he can't get another Fukiage because he was in the corner. So there's no high dizzy route. That's one frame after the freeze. Makoto has like 7 frames to parry that, but the first like 6, or it's like 5 frames to parry it, but the first 4 are before the freeze, and the 5th one is after the freeze. So if you haven't parried yet by the freeze, it's very fucking hard. I'm sure Dudley went for it. I mean, Makoto went for it. This will kill, right? No, he's way too far to his left. Ooh. That's fast mashing, too. The fucking TC. Stand short, stand forward. You don't see that almost ever. It's a lot safer than stand short dash punch, which is the only other thing she can get after stand short. In Street Fighter 4, Makoto can do that TC and then cancel the medium kick. In fact, her medium kick just cancels in general, but in this game it does not. Oh, for some reason I read taunt as super. Yeah, taunt in regular gameplay is okay. There aren't a whole lot of setups, but it's worth taunting if you've got the time. His taunt is functional. If you've ever played an MK game, you know that being able to turn invisible is pretty useful. It's like Triborg and Reptile and maybe a couple others. This is a nice horrible matchup. It's not like super duper bad. Alex just, you bleed when Alex hits you, even a little bit. I'm sure he had a punish there. I don't know what the hell it was. Ooh. That he was trying to do like block into low button to catch an empty jump, whatever, like a whiff palm. Let the jump attack resolve and then like hit them with a low. OS a low if they didn't do anything and they're not point blank. That's like a pretty common anti-air. But the pause mid-air on that dive kick made it so his low got hit. Abigail's in a pretty good place right now, I think. Although I think he's still a kind of silly character. It's like, I think the game needs more of characters like him. He's silly because there are some scenarios where he's really strong and some scenarios where he's really weak. Like, he gets abysmal 4-frame punishes. But then his punish damage in other places is pretty great. So, like, depending on what kind of punishes a character has, you know, what kind of punish scenarios they put you in. If you need a good 4-frame punish, Abigail's kind of awkward. But if you get a lot of regular punishes, like if it's like a fucking grappler, he can make you hurt each time. I can safely tell you that Sakura Abigail is actually pretty good for Sakura. Well, I don't know if it's good for Sakura, but it's at least even. Sakura's chargeable fireball is pretty obnoxious for Abigail. Ooh, that was nice. Her VT1 is also obnoxious. He like can't deal with either very well at all. Got him on the ground. It's not like there's no counterplay to unblockables. There's also like 5 other characters who guard break you, besides Abigail. Although Abigail's is the best by far. Blanca can guard break you. Yuri can guard break you. Sagat, Ryu, Chun-Li. Might be a few more still. Not that you'll probably ever get guard broken by Blanca. The other characters all have relatively functional guard breaks. Blanca's VT1 needs to last like twice as long. You need to be able to choose. They need to replace your EX moves, not your regular moves. That's the problem. You need to be able to choose if you want the good move or not. Yeah, the second taunt was kind of greedy. That taunt, the second taunt didn't pay for itself, but he's still in a pretty great position. Ooh, that was a whiff punish. Only one of his slaps hit. It's okay. I don't think Sagat's is as good as Chun-Li's. Definitely not as good as Abigail's, but definitely functional. This is an archive. This is from Nice vs. West War, held in the Game vs. Arcade. Or whatever. Sagat's VT1 is not that bad, but I think VT2 is almost always better. Just because you get the guard break stuff in addition. It's like not much, but being able to break guard break is kind of cool. The real nice thing is, I don't understand why Sagat's VT1 is 3-bar. I feel like if it was 2-bar, it would still be like a toss-up which one you wanted. They're like almost as good as each other. The VT2 gives you the guard break plus the armoring the attacks plus armoring V reversals, which is all like a little bit useful. And then the VT1 gives you activates some regular fireballs, which is also a little bit useful. And it's somewhat safer, albeit slower. It's like you know you got a little bit of a choice between those two. But it's 3 bars. It's like why? Why is it 3 bars? Getting a cross-up stomp to actually hit properly. Q's actually pretty narrow. You wouldn't think so. Well, maybe you would. He's generally really big, but he's actually like very narrow. So hitting him with cross-ups is really awkward. You can cross him up pretty easily, but you have to do it high. So by the time you land, like you're probably like neutral or minus. This is a weird time to do this. He's going for 3 stone unblockables. This is good on Q. Oh yeah, he did that to get out of the unblockable, and Aura did a really shitty job chasing it. Aura can chase that with dashes, but you have to be fast. He normally chases it with EX Stomp, but of course you can't do an EX Stomp if your fucking stones are up. This is Thanatos. He's probably like, oh, that was to be unthrowable. That was like a good option, but it didn't work. Yeah, see, he like landed from that. That was like a perfectly timed and spaced cross up. But it just hit. Oh, oh, that hit crouching. He had extra time here. That was bad. Thanatos is weird. I don't understand why he does what he does. That was a cool setup, though. He had just 5 stone into Dizzy, and then he would have ended up with more meter. Because he could have just wasted time on the clock. Oh, one of the slaps missed. He might have been unsafe there. I like the way Thanatos is moving a lot. It's not working for him right now. Thanatos is normally amazing in this matchup. I've seen him beat Crota a few times. Oh, that was it. Stand strong would have actually killed there. He did stand forward instead. Stand jab, low roundhouse. Oh, he did the overhead. Auto blocked wrong. I'd be dead. Oh, that was cool. Yeah. Hard to chase it down. I don't like that he's not charging. I feel like an EX Fireball is really good here. I would have gotten hit by that. Jump throw into ground throw and then jump throw into fucking uppercut. Who would not take a throw there? That key player was on something else. But it didn't fucking work. I'll probably play Undertale 2 once it's out. Is it actually Undertale 2? Don't spoil it for me, but like, is it like a sequel? Because I just heard it was a new game, and that's all. I didn't hear shit about anything else. I kind of want him to not revisit any of those characters, even though I like them all a lot. I feel like something new. That's what I want. If you can treat the unblockable as though it's a combo, and it's not ridiculous, then it's fine to have in the game. There's nothing busted about it. Ooh, this is a pickup. He thought he had a little bit more time than he did. He thought he had 3 hits of the stones. Alright, I've heard as much as I wanted to. I'll fool around with it at some point. I know. But I got other priorities like this. Yeah, there are other touch of deaths in this game. You know, you got Makoto. Makoto can kill you off of one command grab, and she's pretty strong. She's not number 1. She's not even usually considered top 3. It's okay for her to have that. It's pretty obnoxious in some matchups. It makes her annoying for certain characters, but generally speaking, it's like, you know, you just treat it like it's a really, really strong command grab. And she's not like invincible or anything, even with that. Honestly, Oro Makoto's like a 5-5. But yeah, like, there's no problem with, as long as it doesn't break the character, there's no problem with unblockables if they're just treated like a combo. Or it's just got a really big combo that you can potentially parry out of. SA2 stocks 2 of them, which is pretty nice, but SA1 can anti-air, which is also pretty nice. Not if it fits the character, just if it doesn't break matchups. Oro can't get his unblockable off of everything. It is pretty obnoxious for certain characters. Like against Alex, I use it to like cheese wins I probably wouldn't be able to get. I mean, Alex is good enough for Oro without the unblockable, but once you factor in the unblockable, it's horrible. So against Alex, it's pretty bad, especially because he can get it neutral so easily. But like against, let's say, Makoto, it's not too much of a problem at all that both of them can kill off of one touch. Ooh, love that. What's kind of annoying is you don't know how early the opponent's going to break out of that, so you got to react. You got to spot when Hugo tosses them away, and then EX Lariat then. It's not always going to be like the same number of hits. Some people mesh fast, some people don't mesh as fast. It's a combo and crouch only. Meaty as well, I guess, probably. Yeah, caught him trying to parry multiple times. It's hard for Hugo to even get a punish here. It's not impossible. He has a punish window. There's also the possibility that Necro can start. Oh no. Nice punish. I was thinking, like, what the hell is he going to do here? Because I knew he had a punish, but I didn't know what it would be. I was thinking it was going to be, like, light spin knuckle. I want to make an indie game so badly. But I never work. This is Fujiwara again. If only I had work ethic. I have work ethic, but I'm wasting it on other shit. I'm wasting it on, like, Shoryuken videos. And my actual job, and eBay. And my friends. I got too many other priorities. If only I could just ditch those priorities. It'd be kind of cool to just take a month off of work and, like, work on an indie game. But I feel like I probably would waste a lot of the time. If I could honestly just devote, like, a few hours a day to, like, learning a fucking engine, I'm sure I could make, you know, a headway. It's not like I have huge dreams or anything for a game I'm making. It's not like I want to make something that would be, like, super hard to make. But I don't think I'd be able to, like, I'm sure I would just take a lot of time off and do nothing. I would need like a period where I just had a bunch of time off where I wasn't doing anything before I started working on it. I could really do that though. I've got some vacation time. I've got a lot. I've never taken a vacation apart from this recent trip to Europe. And I took half of that as bereavement because I went to a funeral. And I shot for bereavement and they actually accepted it. Oh, the horrible game is a lot more done than the serious game. But more done is, you know, very loosely applied here. The horrible game probably will actually be, like, started and finished. It's already got several bugs that I don't want to fix. I know how to fix most of them, but I probably won't. Some of them I have no idea how to fix them, but, like, they don't soft lock the game. So, I'll probably just stay in. Very nice. I don't know what Toby Fox worked on before Undertale, but I think he did work on a little bit of stuff, right? There wasn't a game out of nowhere. At the very least, he did music for other stuff, I think. I could have a Kickstarter, but first I would need a demo, and the demo would have to be something like actually good. At the very least, I would need to make the demo in my free time, and then I would need to gauge how hard it was based on that, and then I would need to be able to gauge whether I would want to do the rest of the game in my free time or actually, like, whether it would be possible for me to have other people put some kind of faith in me. That was towards jab. Parry into towards jab, highest level. I've got like the entire plan and script for a game. I've also made some notes on level design. It wouldn't be a super long game. It would be a game that you could probably beat in 1 or 2 hours. I do have a fan base, but it's not like... The reason I wouldn't want to crowdfund isn't related to that. Oh. Oh. So long, mirror. I don't want people, like... It might make it really difficult for me to work on it. That was a reversal headbutt, but the Rose actually comboed to the forwards medium kick, even though the Rose is supposed to air reset, because they hit so close together. I'm sure I could, like, post a demo of my game on YouTube and have a bunch of people throw some money at it. Or, like, Twitter or whatever. No, I got my brother for the OST. Well, I might, you know, I might throw some money around and see who can make what. But my brother is almost certainly going to be working on almost all the music. He's a pretty good musician. He wants, like, a headway into video game music. It would be a fun project for both of us, and I would, you know, I'd pay him. I'll make a Discord and a Twitter once there's, like, something. I would do stuff like that, like, when it was nearing completion. I would advertise it a lot once it was nearing completion. Probably like a Tumblr, too. But I wouldn't be able to... I don't want to just, like, make a fucking fuss and then abandon it. I'd like to already finish the game, then tell people I was starting it, and then get their money. But the game's already done, and I already threw all my own money at it. Not that I think I would actually spend that much money working on it. I spend money on my brother. And I would probably do most of the other stuff myself. The sprites, the art, the physics, the level design would probably just all be me. I have very low, like, I have very attainable goals with the game. Oh my god, Tatsu is so annoying for Urian. I think my game would have lots of Tumblr appeal. I'd want to get them on it. I wouldn't go as far as calling it a social justice game. If anything, I would like parody. I would have tongue-in-cheek references to that at best. But people on Tumblr are nuts. That was a nice time to use Roundhouse. People on Tumblr like fawning over stuff. Plus I could answer questions about it, which would be kind of fun. No, there's no furries in there. There's something that could be called a furry in the game. There's going to be a guy wearing an animal suit. There's going to be something that could be called a fursuiter. And he will be made fun of even in the context of the game. He will be a bird. One of the main characters will be questionably a fursuiter. I don't want to spoil anything, but the premise of his character is that he's going to be like... He's going to have like, you know, the bullshit like superpowers that's common in like What do you call that? Shonen. I read Shoda and I got all confused. He's gonna have like, you know, like Hiei powers, or, you know, he's gonna be like bullshit with his fucking bullshit fucking sword, amazing sword technique, cut you 100 times in the blink of an eye, kind of whatever. But he's gonna he's gonna wear an outfit that he thinks is cool that everyone else thinks is retarded. And it's gonna be like a bird suit. Or at least the main character is gonna think it's retarded. That was cool. So I want him to actually be like pretty, you know, like tough in universe. I'm gonna have a visible HP on the screen, and he won't be like fightable, or at least he won't be fightable for a long fucking time. He'll probably be the secret boss, and you'll probably have to do some kind of bullshit to actually fight him. But whenever he's on the screen, his HP will be visible, and it's gonna be like super duper high. It's gonna be like higher than every other character in the game. He's gonna be the only guy in the game wearing a suit of armor, so it makes sense that he's gonna be a lot tougher physically. But he's also gonna be a man in his prime. Oops, I just spoiled it's gonna be a man. It might not be. I'm not even final on that. Gonna be wearing a outfit the entire game. Face not gonna be shown. Could be a woman, who knows? Yeah, adult Gohan in a fursuit is pretty much what I'm shooting for him. A cute tomboy. The main character is going to be a cute tomboy, but no promises on no promises on cute. I've already got a design for the main character. It's the only thing I have. I could show it if you guys want to see it. Oh, the demon. But it's like secret. It's not a picture I've gone public with yet. Damn, everyone wants to see it. Rejects and freaks. I don't know about that. Alright, once this is over, I'll probably post it, but it's a secret, so don't go sharing it. Probably eventually I'll go public with it. if I either decide not to make the game or if I actually make some progress on the game, I'll show it off to everyone. There will be no stakes as high as the world being ruined yet. Monster Girl game, no. Well, maybe someday. I got bigger plans now, or rather more attainable plans. Rather work on them. I wonder if he'd already hit that strong by the Super Freeze. Because that was a weird strong to hit. But after any parry, it stores up your first input, so he could have already hit the strong by then. I do have a picture of... Oh, what the fuck? Won't even get to watch? They just leave? Sad. Alright, hold on a sec. I'm going to post it and then I'm going to refresh the chat so that no one watching the archive can see it. But it's top